Hello, I'm Jan Ashravinsky, and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Ukraine's Air Force successfully shot down 32 drones launched by Russia overnight, according to officials in Kyiv. The interception follows escalating tensions on multiple fronts in the ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones reportedly targeted the Crimean city of Kursk late Friday, with local Telegram channels reporting explosions near the Zaliv shipyard. Witnesses in the Archintsevo district saw a fire, while air defense systems were reportedly active in the Kerch Strait. Early Friday morning, traffic on the Crimean bridge was temporarily halted. The Russian Defense Ministry has said its naval aviation assets destroyed two Ukrainian unmanned boats in the Black Sea, heading towards Crimea. Russia has also reported intercepting 33 drones across its soil. On the front lines, Ukrainian forces have reclaimed Novy Komar, a small village in the Donetsk region, driving out Russian units. The village, some 50 kilometers west of Russian-occupied Vuhledar, has a pre-war occupation of fewer than 500. That's, of course, in the past. Right now it's pretty much gone, I suppose. Crowdsourced monitoring platform Deep State first reported that Ukraine had retaken the village, noting heavy losses among Russian troops, some of whom fled toward a nearby highway. Despite Ukraine's gains in Novy Komar, Russian forces are making notable advances elsewhere. In mid-November, Russia reportedly captured nearly 235 square kilometers of territory in 1 week, its largest gain this year. Fighting has ramped up in eastern Ukraine, particularly near Pokrovsk and Kurakhove in the Donetsk region. Ukrainian officials are also voicing concerns over a potential new Russian offensive in the southern Zaporizhzhia region, adding to the growing challenges of the conflict. Now, moving on to the Middle East, where Israeli airstrikes across Gaza early Friday morning killed dozens of civilians and wounded many more. Palestinian news agency Wafa reported that this has happened there, and also that in the northern city of Beit Lahia, an airstrike on a residential block near Kamal Adwan hospital killed more than 30 civilians, according to Wafa correspondents. Rescue efforts are underway, as many remain trapped under the rubble. In the southern city of Rafah, 3 more people were killed in an Israeli airstrike targeting the area of Kirbet al-Adas. The attacks come amid ongoing violence in the region, with civilian casualties mounting as the conflict escalates. Now, further north, rebel military commander Hassan Abdelghani announced on Friday that rebel forces were advancing steadily towards the Syrian city of Homs, according to a statement shared on Telegram and reported by France Presse. Abdelghani has said that hundreds of fighters previously displaced after the government recaptured Homs have now returned to deter Assad's aggression against their city. Homs, once known as the capital of the revolution, was a focal point of Syria's uprising in March 2011, hosting large-scale protests against the Assad regime. Its strategic and symbolic significance continues to make it a key battleground in the ongoing conflict. Now, we opened this episode with footage from Syria, where the resourcefulness of the rebels has been reaching new heights as they learn to operate captured Mi-8 helicopters using, of all things, YouTube tutorials. This unconventional approach underscores the ingenuity of fighters who, lacking formal training, adapt to use the equipment seized from regime forces. See the somewhat surreal clip showcasing rebels turn a trophy helicopter into a functional tool for their operations.
لك من هون شغل بقى من عندك.
اوكي، بدور على اليوتيوب طريقة تشغيل طيارة المروحية. ما عم نعرف مشكلة. اشتغل. تكفي الإيد.
And I've got to say, I'm not surprised. Apparently, there is a YouTube tutorial for virtually anything. Now, moving on, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces have conducted another bold raid on Russian positions in the Kursk region. This operation resulted in 12 Russian soldiers captured and 17 killed in a swift and precise strike. The footage highlights the tactical expertise and coordination of the Ukrainian forces as they dismantled fortified positions under challenging conditions.
Працюємо. Стоять один за одним, зупинили рух. Держи пішки, держи туди. Най. Вийшли на нас, гранату кинули. Все повыходили. Мы следующие. Руки за голову, сука.
Спасибо 73-му центру и 6-му полку за то, что нас спасли. Мы воины 810-й бригады морской пехоты.
In the next video, you'll be able to see the harrowing scenes from the so-called Road of Death on the Zaporizhzhia front. Watch as the Russians' airborne forces find themselves under relentless Ukrainian attacks. Despite heavy fire, electronic warfare systems seem to provide temporary cover for the retreating troops. However, with precision strikes and advanced tactics, Ukrainian defenders show that no amount of interference can guarantee safety in contested zones.
Да бля, погоди. Вот он, вот он, вот он. Нет. Рэп, валим, валим, валим.
Где мой? Погнали! Сама! Погнали!
Куда валить?
Погнали! Давай, двойками делимся!
Бегом, 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 бегом.
And we close today's episode off with extraordinary footage showing an operation carried out deep behind enemy lines. In the upcoming video, you'll be able to see fighters from the National Guard of Ukraine's Omega unit eliminate entrenched Russian infantry. The target? A building heavily fortified by occupying forces. The solution? Collapse the entire structure on their heads. With precision and courage, Omega operatives approached the site under suppressive fire, expertly rigged the building with explosives and retreated just in time for the devastating detonation.
Не спіши! Не спіши! Не спіши! Поволі! Поволі! Не спіши! Не спіши! Все, спокій!
And with this explosive footage, we conclude this episode of Military Mind. Stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.